In today's video, I'm opening a case of the brand new set, Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Searching for that Starlight Chibi. What's up, guys? We are back with 288 packs of Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. First of all, shout out Frontline Games for allowing me to open up some packs for them and show you guys some awesome cards. And before we get into it, we have a giveaway. I'll be giving away a booster box of Monster Mayhem. Just like the video, be subscribed, turn on notifications, and let me know down below what is your favorite chibi art and what is your favorite Starlight rare. Let's go. Okay, I'm not going to do a pack trick because the pack trick's kind of weird on this one. Also, we have a lot of packs to go through. So secret rare, and we got a stamp card. So I'm gonna have a lot of different stacks going here. I'm gonna do my best to keep it organized. I have not yet pulled a Starlight out of this set, so hopefully today is the day we can actually do that. Oh, and there's a Gorge. So our first chibi, let's see how many we get out of a case. So our first chibi, I'll put that over there. Then we get a little stampage. There are many to pull, 10 total. We should, I would think, get all the secrets. Hopefully we will get a Starlight one, but I think there are like a bunch of Starlights. It's not just the chibi cards. I got to figure out my stacks. I got to get in the rhythm here. We got a lot of packs to open. It's going to be a longer video. Sit back, relax, and grab your popcorn. If you do like the set, don't forget to check out Sassyotto's affiliate link down below. If you guys buy anything, it goes directly into me buying more boxes for the channel and for the live streams, stuff like that. Which, speaking of, we will be streaming tomorrow. It's going to be kind of early compared to normal because I am flying out the same day. So we're going to do a little dual stream, but then I'm flying away. So we got to do our Battles of the Legend stream, enjoy the set before I go, and hopefully we will get the chibi Starlight in that one, especially if we don't get it now. We definitely want to get it. I'm talking about the blue eyes, of course. I also really like the Dark Paladin, and I have not pulled that one even in secret yet. So hopefully today we can at least get the secret rare and break that streak. It's an interesting set so far. There's a couple cool things. Primite's in here. Orchest is in here. They got a couple of, for some reason, Talents and Forbidden Droplet are in here, but they're both nice cards, so that's good additions in Ultra, I guess. They'll be a couple bucks. It's definitely not as hard-hitting of a Battles of Legends set as some of them have been, but it does have a lot of cool cards. Like 10 different chibi cards is pretty nice. The question is, do you like those? If you don't care about the chibi cards, you probably don't care a lot about this set, unless one of your favorite archetypes got reprinting. There are some cool things like Dogmatica, etc. There's Dogmatica, speaking of, and some other cool ones, like people like Orchest as well. Jirak got some new support and some reprints. There's Tidal. And if you like the Dragon Rulers, you could get alt arts of those. So there are a few options. It's not like completely terrible or anything. Keeping it going. Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. The Mayhem of the... Oh, I think we got something shiny in the back. This could be our first Starlight rare. I think it is our first Starlight rare. Okay, wait. The order's different because now we got the stamped one first instead of the secret. Did it change? I'm not sure. Be the blue eyes. Come on, baby. Oh, Herald of the Orange Light. Nice for... I don't know what to say now about Edison. It's like nice for Edison. I don't know if people at this point are going to play like or buy Edison cards. I mean, I'm guessing they will. Even if people don't play in the new Edison, they'll probably still buy the new cards to play, you know, locally, I guess. I don't know. It's really going to be interesting to see. I'm not sure. But we got a Starlight. Our first Starlight, and yes, there is no stamp. First Starlight rare I've pulled since they returned. They've been gone for, I think 2022 was our last Starlights, maybe early 23. We might have, I think we had a set in 23, or maybe one or two that had Starlights. Because they like did QCRs and they kind of went back to Starlights for a second. Or they didn't do every set had QCRs. So that's our first Starlight in a long time. Very cool. It's a beautiful orange light, actually. Very, very nice looking card. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's a pretty decent card to pull. It was not a chibi, but still cool. There's a chibi Honest, actually, my least favorite one. Very creepy artwork, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, just look at this thing. Like, what is happening there? What is going on? I don't know. I'm a little scared. Stay away from me, chibi Honest. I didn't ask for your creepiness, all right? Gem Knights, Necros, Nurse Dragon made 2-for-1 repair job, and Herald of the Orange Light. Next one. We got a lot of packs left, but there are only 5 cards per pack, so it makes these case openings a little bit easier. It's easier to kind of fly through them. It'll be nice for Saturday. We can just kind of knock out some packs and go for the cards we're looking for, the Starlight rares. Which I guess are still going to be 1 in 8 to get a specific one, so it's going to be brutal to actually get a Starlight that you want. Just like, you know, trying to pull Magia. That was pretty rough as well, because of the ratios, the potential repeats, all that different stuff. Dingirsu, Fabled and Heraldic Beast. Are there only 2 different covers? So that has 3 chibis, that has 3. Because it's blue and yellow. That's all I'm saying. I think it is just 2 different colors or covers. Which it used to just be 1 cover, so I guess that's more than that. Let me know, do you guys like when it has multiple, a pack has multiple covers, or do you like just the singular one? I could go either way, because, oh, there's Labyrinth Wall, our goat. Because some, like the old school stuff is so iconic and it's always the exact same look, right? But with the new stuff, it's kind of cool when you have multiple options, right? It's also a Pokemon thing. So then you say that, and it's like, ugh, gross, Pokemon. I mean, I like Pokemon, as you guys know, of Pokerux, but anytime you mention Pokemon or breathe about Pokemon, people get mad. It's, how dare you talk about Pokemon? This is a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Which is weird. I always thought they were pretty closely... There's a nice one, Skull Servant. I love this thing. I thought they were pretty close together, pretty closely related. Most people who played Pokemon played Yu-Gi-Oh as well, and vice versa. They were very close together in terms of release in the US. And a lot of us enjoyed both. And it seems so weird when people are not open to liking both. But I guess Pokemon does just have a lot of negativity in general around it. There's a barrel. Nice droplet. Okay, good pack right there. Really good pack. And a Stamped Nightmare Unicorn to boot. Not too shabby of a pack. Once again, shout out Frontline for allowing me to open up some of these new packs. A lot of great stuff inside. Make sure you check out Frontline, Clarksville, Tennessee area, Nashville area, Fort Campbell, stuff like that. And go check them out. Tell them Ruxin sent you. They have a very nice setup. They got a lot of places to play the game. They have tournaments. They got all kinds of stuff. Secret and no punk. And make sure you let them know Ruxin sent you. The Ruxin. Ruxin. Unchained. So you came specifically from this video. You watched this video and you showed up to Frontline. Now Frontline, let's get you a little luck, okay? I thought I had no name for a second. I was like, no name pull? We did have a pretty cool misprint recently. If you guys missed the Pharaoh Servant box opening, you're gonna want to go watch that because we pulled an error card. A card that I have only pulled once in terms of an error, and it was really exciting. So do not miss that one. It was a lot of fun. There's just been a lot of fun videos recently. I've been having a good time. And if you noticed, I've mentioned it many times, but I was with Simo this past weekend, and we recorded a lot of videos. So you're going to see some fun stuff, whether it be openings. I did a bunch of openings. We did a Then We Duel in person, which I know you guys like the Then We Duel. So we did that kind of style like I do with Rhyme, except we did it in person. And I also recorded a wheeled anime with him, and it was pretty hilarious. There were some great moments. I got a pretty goofy character, and it was a lot of fun. So there's a lot of good stuff coming your way. Also have a PSA return that I've been trying to post, but then the whole Edison thing happened, and it kind of messed up when I was going to post it. So it'll be coming out soon, and I graded one of my coolest cards ever. One of my coolest PSA 10s ever in that video. So you're going to want to keep an eye out for that. I'm excited for you guys to see it. Triple Tactics Talents. And by the way, if you bought into the Pharaoh Servant box break, that's going to happen when I get back. I am on a family vacation for 5 or 6 days, and I'm aiming for like 10 days from now-ish. I think, how many until we get to, okay, there we go. Gearfried the Iron Knight. That's our 4th chibi, by the way. It's for like 2 Tuesdays from now, basically. So whatever that is, it'd be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I guess 11 days from now. That's when we're going to do that box break. I would do it a little earlier, but the best days to do it is on Tuesday for me. And this next Tuesday, I'll be gone. So I couldn't make it happen. So that will be when that is. If you're wondering if you ordered a pack or 2 or whatever, that should be a lot of fun. Hobby box opening. Okay, Blaze, Gravekeeper's Recruiter, Gaga Punk, Fairy Tale, and Disciples. Battles of Legend. Keep it going. Can we keep pulling fire? Jirak, Aeolu. Isn't this in an older format, this Jirak card? They came out, I think most of the Jiraks, the initial wave at least, came out literally right after Edison. It was like the next set or something. It was something like that. Which I guess the last set in Edison is what? Last set in GOAT is Dark Beginning 2. And last core set's the Lost Millennium. Edison, I can never remember. I think it's... Absolute Power Force is definitely in there because Battle Fader's in it. What other 5D sets? What was not in there? D-Rev was not in there. That was later 2010, I think. What was the cutoff? Was it Absolute Power Force? It might have been Absolute Power Force when it cut off. I don't know the exact order of 5Ds. I've been trying to memorize because I can never get GX. Oh, there's Elemental Hero Neo. So we have 5 Chibis, all different so far. I've been trying to memorize the GX order because I know the order of all the original sets, core sets wise. But GX, I always get confused by it. So I've been trying to get that down just so I can know all that. Once I get that, then I can get 5Ds and I can, you know, keep going and get all the sets in complete order. I'm going to see how far I can go right now, okay? In terms of core sets in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. Legend of Blue Eyes, then Metal Raiders, then Magic Ruler, then Pharaoh's Servant, Labyrinth of Nightmare, Legacy of Darkness, Pharaonic Guardian. This one is a little tricky. I always want to say Dark Crisis, but it's actually MFC. Then it's Dark Crisis. Then it's IOC. Then it's Ancient Sanctuary. Soul of the Duelist, Rise of Destiny, Flaming Eternity, The Lost Millennium, Cybernetic Revolution. And here's where it starts to get a little murky. I think it's Elemental Energy after that. Because we're still in 2005. I think it's Elemental Energy. Editor can have like check marks past me and like letting you guys know as I say these. Kenneth the Lad, ding ding, like check, and then once I finally miss it, or maybe I've already missed one. I'm pretty sure I haven't, but I think the next one, I think it's Elemental Energy. I think it goes Cybernetic Revolution, Elemental Energy. There's like a color order, but the problem is the color order didn't apply for the originals, and those are the ones I actually know the order like the back of my hand. So it doesn't start the color order until technically you could say IOC, I think, but I think it's really Soul of the Duelist. So it goes, and the problem is the color order, it's very loose. They're like, yeah, this is red, and it's like brown. You're like, okay, I don't know if that's red, but okay. And so you kind of have to like move it around a little bit because Soul of the Duelist is green. Flaming Eternity, I guess you would call red. And that's 14. So Rise of Destiny at 13th set. What do you call that? Brown, but it's supposed to be yellow, I think is what they call it on the wheel. So red, yellow, green, I think is the order. And then it's, what's Lost Millennium then? Because that's brown. And that's not a color. There's an Ojama Trio. That is our 6th chibi. I still have not pulled the Dark Paladin. This is crazy. And then Cybernetic Revolution is obviously blue. So that one is pretty easy. Purple is 1. So we'd be on, let's see, red, yellow, green, something, blue, purple. That would be 6 of the 8. Blue Eyes White Dragon. There we go. We literally have 7 of the chibi cards. Just look at this. None of them are Starlights, obviously, but look at that. Look at all those little chibis. Look at all those little chibis. We still have 3 to go, though. Still need Dark Paladin. Haven't pulled it yet. All right. What was I saying? Okay, so if we got to figure out the 8. Purple. Here's the problem. I know Cyberdark Impact and Power of the Duelist come up sort of after this, but if it's 8 and Soul the Duelist is green, obviously. So Power of the Duelist can't come up until you've already had 7 sets between Soul the Duelist and Power of the Duelist. So that would mean Power of the Duelist 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is the 20th set. And if Lost Millennium is number 15, Cybernetic Revolution is 16, Elemental Energy is 17, that means there's 2 more sets. I think it's Enemy of Justice, so it's white is one of the ones, I think. Skull Servant, because I think they call Ancient Sanctuary the white one as well, if you start at IOC. Skull Servant, is that one we didn't have? I think it is. So Enemy of Justice being the one next. And then, Enemy of Justice after Elemental Energy. That's the 18th set. So that means it's probably Cyberdark Impact, Power of the Duelist for 20 to get you to 20. And Cyberdark Impact being yellow. No, I guess, no, so Ancient Sanctuary would have to be the yellow set. So that would make more sense actually, even though it's a little bit more like of a tan color. And that would mean after Power of the Duelist, secret rare, it goes back to whatever you considered. What do you consider Rise of Destiny? It's not yellow, so it's got to be, or maybe it is yellow, and there's a set between, and it comes after Power of the Duelist. Now I'm confused. What's a set I'm forgetting? 2007. I kind of know 2007 because it goes, or not the exact 2007 order, but I know that Strike of Neos. It goes Strike of Neos, Force of the Breaker, Tactical Evolution, Gladiator's Assault, and then Phantom Darkness, Light Destruction. So those I know. Once I can get to that point, if I can connect the dots. So red is Flaming Eternity. So that means, I think I have all the sets. So that means Strike of Neos is a 22nd set. So the 21st is the problem. Is it Cyberdark Impact, then Power of the Duelist? Or is it Power of the Duelist, then Cyberdark Impact, and there's another set? So there's got to be one more set I'm forgetting. Did I say Shadow of Infinity yet? Oh, I forgot about Shadow of Infinity. Oh, that's the problem. Shadow of Infinity is missing somewhere. That's the GX set I haven't mentioned yet. I like how this has turned into a quiz for myself. I like trying to figure this out. Shadow of Infinity. I think they do they do white and black? So it would have to be the Light of Destruction would be the white set, and that would be the same in line with Enemy of Justice. Enemy of Justice, I had Strike of Neos at 22. That means Tactical Evolution is 23. Gladiator's Assault is 24. Light Destruction would be 26. And Phantom Darkness would be 25. So 17 had to be Shadow of Infinity. That means Shadow of Infinity would be after Cybernetic Revolution. Is that right? Because Cybernetic Revolution is definitely after the Lost Millennium, because next came out Cyber Dragons and that changed everything after Go format. And that's the 15th and 16th sets. The 17th set, Shadow of Infinity, and an 18th set, Enemy of Justice, because it's black than white, like Phantom Darkness and Light of Destruction. So that actually makes sense. Shadow of Infinity. Is that 2006 Shadow of Infinity? It is. No. I feel like I get this one wrong all the time. I think it could be late 2005 or early 2006. I can never remember this one. So then it would go Enemy of Justice 18. Then 19 would be 13. Let's think about 13. 13 is Rise of Destiny. So 19's got to be Power of the Duelist, Power of the Duelist. So Cyberdark Impact at 18. Power of the Duelist at 19. 20 is whatever's a... No, it's 8 away. So no. 19 is Cyberdark Impact. 20 is Power of the Duelist. And then... What was after Power of the Duelist? Strike of Neos is 22, right? Ah, man, I'm confusing myself. Okay, I got to figure this out later. But I think I've got the order down. It's just the numbers are messing me up. I need to, like, write this down. Jog it into my memory. And then after Phantom Darkness, I think it would go to... I know it goes to the Duelist Genesis and Crossroads of Chaos, and then it gets weird after that. I'm not sure exactly what comes next. It wasn't the other two. It wasn't like Stardust Overdrive and the other like exclusive ones. It was some other ones, I think, like in the middle of those, and then it came back. So the 5Ds I got to work on as well. And once it gets to Zexal, I have like zero idea. I don't even know. What is even the first Zexal set? What was the first Xyz Ghost Rare? Was it Leviathan Dragon? Number 17 Leviathan Dragon? I don't remember, honestly. I really don't. So yeah, there's your little sets in order. I should know this. I gotta remember these. I want to remember all these in a row. But it'd be cool to be able to do all the core sets in a row. That would actually be awesome. That would take a lot of memorization, but it would be pretty cool. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video, even though we're just kind of rambling. But, you know, that's how it is. This is the podcast video. It's a podcast, essentially. I wonder if I can put this in the podcast section of YouTube. Because there's, like, this way you can label them. It basically is a self-podcast. We're just opening packs while we're at it. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. See if it'll work. So then you guys can just, like, listen to the rambles while I'm talking. It'd be cool to do if I could do these... giant pack openings and have like a co-commentator that's really just like we're just talking about something. That might be kind of fun versus like just doing the opening, because once you get to these, we're looking for big hits, you know. It's kind of like the big live streams. We're not necessarily looking at every single card super closely like we do on the first couple openings, like yesterday and the day before. And because, you know, you kind of see all those cards, and then the big ones, you kind of search for those and get excited when you finally get them. Let's see if I can get something. Because so far, 1 Starlight, you know, it's not a bad one, but only 1 Starlight. You're only going to get 2 to 4. So hopefully we do get at least 3 in here. 4 would be fantastic. Going to be interesting to see the ratio because Starlights have been gone for literally like years at this point, which seems insane because they were such a big thing when they were out. I am kind of glad they increased the rates. I actually was thinking like when the rates were increased for like, well, it seemed like they were increased for Europe. They weren't actually, they were just kind of bunched together. But if they had like increased them to the 2 to 3 per box or whatever it was that we were seeing from the content creators, if of course they did it for everybody and not just like one region, I was thinking like, would I be okay with that? You know, like it would be a big saturation of Starlight rares. It depends on like if they did like 25 or if they did way more. I was trying to decide if I would actually care. I'm like, would I be mad about that? I wouldn't be mad, but would I be like disappointed that they're making them so easy? I mean, 2 to 3 per box did seem pretty easy. If they did like 1 per box, I don't even think it would be that bad though, because you still have to open, if there's 25, over 2 cases to get a specific one, which is still a lot. It definitely lowers like the rarity because right now it takes like 8 cases to get a Starlight or a QCR that you want out of the last few sets, which is just insane. Like nobody is opening 8 cases. And I was thinking about it from more of like a casual collector. You know, I always like to consider the collector because that's how I started into this, getting back into it at least. I was a player and a collector back as a kid, but I was trying to think about it from that because if you buy a few boxes, it would be cool to get a couple Starlights and have a chance at actually getting the specific Starlight you wanted. I think 2 to 3 would get a little crazy because then if you got 3 a box, you'd only need like 8.33 boxes to get what you want. Not what you want, a specific card, I mean. That's getting pretty low. It's getting easier. It's still not that bad if you think about it though. Like 8 boxes is still a lot of, there we go. There's a Gearfried chibi. It's still a lot of boxes, honestly. So it would make them significantly easier to get. But at the same time, like if you're willing to buy a case, you'd have a good chance of getting what you want. You know, cases are several $100. I don't know. I think, let me know in the comments if you make it to this part of the video. How would you feel about that high of a ratio? Junk Warrior, I don't think I've ever pulled that one. Chibi, I think that's the last one we need besides Dark Paladin. Literally the last secret we have not pulled in terms of chibis. Let me know what you would think. Like, would that be too low for you? Would it take the excitement out of like pulling a QCR? Because that is something they do risk doing when you get like super low. Like if you're getting like 4 QCRs a box, it's kind of like, okay, bad QCR, oh, gross. You know, and then you start caring about how good the QCR is. But you kind of do that anyway when you pull like a bad one and it's 1 in 4 box. You're like, man, it was this one. But then you're just like garbage. You know, it goes in the bulk basically because it's a lot easier to get. So I don't know. Honestly, get that out of here. Can we please get a Dark Paladin? That's all I'm asking for, man. And a Starlight rare. Blue eyes, of course. That's all I'm asking for. I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about because I made some videos about this, you know, the Battles of Legend errors on Ruxin Live. So make sure to check out Ruxin Live if you haven't. We're almost at 7K subs, actually, which is pretty cool. It's gaining on PokerRux because I actually post on Ruxin Live. PokerRux, the videos take months to make. It's brutal. But I do really enjoy that stuff because PokerRux, it really is just a passion project, PokerRux. It's just a lot of fun to play Pokemon. I enjoy Nuzlocke so much. So it's just a good time streaming over there on Twitch. Not really a monetary thing because we are definitely losing money doing that. But it's a good time, you know. Nuzlocke's hanging out with the peeps who are Twitch consistent people. I love to see you guys there. And it's just a nice way to like, it's still work technically because like we're making videos, I guess, but it's a nice way to just take a break from like all the card stuff and everything. And I enjoy doing it. And I'm looking forward to streaming again because we got a new run going on Emerald Imperium, which is a new Emerald ROM hack that's like a Radical Red version, sort of. And it's been fun. It's been really fun. And we're doing it with no calcs, so it's been really, really hard. Really hard, actually. Jirac, we got True King's Return, baby. Dragon Maid, we got Stego, and 2-for-1 Repair. Still a bunch of packs left, so still a lot of opportunities. Hopefully still some Starlight rares in here, because right now we just have the one. Galaxy. I don't know why I need to get to the side scroller. All right. Speaking of, I kind of talked about my Castlevania experience on the plane the other day. It was a lot of fun, actually. I did not think I would. I was sitting there at the airport, like, man, I need to figure out something to play on this DS because I got Chaotic Meatball hooked me up with a DS that has, you can like record it. You know, you can plug in a USB-C to it, like an OG DS. Someone's modded it to have a USB-C connection, and then it has basically a ROM holder in the DS game slot, and it has all these games on it, and you can play basically every game that he put on there. He sold it to me at YCS Orlando, I think, along with Pokemon Leaf Green. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I could play Leaf Green, but first of all, he gave me his copy with all of his shinies on it from his video, which is insane, so I don't want to delete it. Second of all, I do too much speed up on my here for it again. Where is Dark Paladin? Do too much speed up when I actually do like ROM hacks and stuff. So going regular speed is kind of brutal now. So I kind of ruined that for myself. So I was like, let me try out another game, okay? I'm not like the biggest gamer ever. So I started just looking through, went to the GBA section. I was like, I've heard of Castlevania, and I'm pretty sure it was because of Summoning Salt and some other speedrunning videos. I was like, let me try this thing out, even though the video he made was not about this specific game. It was about the NES version. NES? Yeah. The NES version. But I played that one, and man, it was really fun and really hard. I was getting my butt kicked for a while. I still am. I want to beat all 4 levels. There's only 4 total levels, which is crazy. That's how old the game is. They didn't even need more than 4 levels. But just beating 4 levels, it's taken me hours just to beat the first 2. Well, really, the third one, I'm still in progress. So I guess a lot of the time was that too. I probably spent more time on the 3rd level that I haven't beat than I did on the first 2. So it has been pretty brutal. A Geometrio. Well, let me know in the comments. I know some of you guys are not old. I'm not going to call you guys old, but you guys are a little older. So that came out in 1989. So you would have to be quite a bit older to have played it when it came out. So you'd have to be like, it's 36 years old. So you'd probably be 40, low 40, something like that. You could have played it when you were like 4, I guess, but 6 to 10 to 12, like when it first came out. I don't know. Gores, very nice. Where is the Dark Paladin? Does he exist? Is he just not in here anywhere? Where's the Paladin? Return to us, Dark Paladin. Let's make it happen. Gem Knight. I believe in you, Dark Paladin. Gem Knight. Gem Knight. Gem Knight. What else can we pull? What else can we pull? Still a lot of packs left in this. Been going a while, maybe 30 minutes or so right now. Obviously, the 5 packs go a little quicker than the 9 card packs. But even then, this is still a longer video. So hopefully your popcorn has tasted great while you're watching this. If you've made it this far in the video, we're going to have to do a special ritual and a secret password for the comments. But the special ritual is going to help summon the Dark Paladin, okay? And the comment you want to do is... What is going on with the back of this? Check that out. Is... Oh, Dark Paladin, hear my cry. Appear to us. Or... we'll cook your thigh. How about that? Now people are going to be confused. Put that in the comments. Oh, Dark Paladin, hear my cry. Appear to us, or we'll cook your thigh. Put that in the comments. And then everyone who sees that you made that comment, that also made the comment, or was here, will know that you're a true fan and you made it this far into a long video. There's a magical android. Cool. And if they see that and they're like, what are you talking about, dude? You're crazy. That means they're not true fans. So... you'll know. You'll have them. You'll have them when you make the comment. And they try to comment back. Like, what? They're going to be really confused because they're not real fans. If you're a real fan, you'll understand. See that? That was kind of a rhyme right there. Battles of Legend. Where the heck is the... where's the Dark Paladin? Nurse Dragon Maid. Get out of here. Still a lot of packs remaining. Still a lot of opening to go. Do not give in to despair. There's not been that many Triple Tactics talents. Forbidden Droplets. Those seem to definitely be short printed ultras because they're just regular ultras. So with 4 ultras in a pack, you would think you would get some. I'm guessing they won't be stamped. Can you get a stamped version? They're not really in an archetype. They're kind of just their own thing. I guess they probably... yeah, I don't think they are. I don't think they're considered an archetype in any way. They're kind of just staples. 1 Starlight, by the way. One Starlight rare. Where are the rest? Can we get more Starlights, please? Wouldn't mind it if we did. And the Starlight, it was definitely in the 4th slot. Did I do a pack? There's Blue Eyes, Chibi Blue Eyes. Where's Dark Paladin? All of these in no Dark Paladin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 and no Dark Paladin. I think we have 9 out of 10. We're missing Dark Paladin. Almost all of them have doubles because there is, you know, 16. 10 total. Missing 1. So the math is almost all of them have doubles. Assuming we don't have 3. I don't think we have 3 of any yet. Maybe just 1 if we do. All right. Man, there are a lot of packs here today. You know what there's not a lot of? Starlight rares. So Chibis, if we've gotten 16 or 17, I think I got the Skull Servant since then. I wonder how many you get total. Maybe like a couple of... Oh, finally! You tried to escape our grasp. Dark Paladin. And is it a coincidence it was pulled with the Labyrinth Wall? The Vanilla of Destiny? No, it's not. It's not a coincidence. Dark Paladin, the final chibi that we need to have pulled all 10 secret rares. Really, really nice. Now, they do all come in Starlight rare as well. So that was just the secret rares. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do after that, but still very cool cards. Very awesome. Very chibi-like, just like this Gores that we just pulled. Very squishable. Very little. All right, Avermax is in here. And it's got the, I guess Mech Knight is in here, isn't it? It's got like a window looking thing. There's an Ib. Look, Ib is everywhere. It's on every ban list. It's on every reprint. It's just everywhere. You cannot escape the Ib, even if you wanted to. Ib just shoves herself in your face. It's very frustrating. Ib, stay away. We don't care about you. Oh, no, there is 10. I forgot about Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. How could I forget about the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon? Okay, we have officially pulled all 10 chibis. Ojama Trio, Junk Warrior, Honest Creepy, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, the last one to be pulled. Gorse the Emissary of Darkness, such a cool looking one. I'm a huge fan of this one. Gearfree the Iron Knight, Secret Rare. Skull Servant, Elemental Hero Neos, Dark Paladin, one of the last ones to be pulled as well. And of course, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let me know what you think about the chibi cards in the comments. Okay, keeping it up. You're pulling a lot of chibis. Only one Starlight though. That's worrying me. But the chibis they're pretty frequent. Like if you like chibi and you buy one, you have a pretty good chance to pull one because we have over 20 of them now, I think, out of all these boxes. So that's, I mean, over 20 means it's gonna be more than 1 per box already. And we didn't even finish the pack. So you're probably looking at 2 to 3 per box on average. Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. You're probably gonna get more chibis than you are Forbidden Droplets and Talents. There we go. Oh, the chibi Blue Eyes White Dragon. Boom. That's my big hunt. I guess Saturday we're going for the Paladin. Oh my goodness, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's insane. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. This legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this cute little creature and lived to tell the tale. Wait, did they errata the text? Cute little creature and live to tell the tale? Crazy. Okay, now we're talking. This is an opening. That is amazing. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. I was not expecting to get that so quickly. That is very nice. I mean, I still want to pull one for myself, but I'm okay with getting the pull early. That's cool. Dark Paladin is also one that I really like, and Gores would be really cool to get in Starlight as well. That'd be a funny one to put in your Edison deck, or new Edison, whatever. It would be funny. I have my faded Gores at the moment, so throwing that in as like another one would be pretty funny. Wait, time out. Do I not run Gores in the main deck because it's in my? You can only run 1 Gores, I think. So I would have to pick between those. I must not run Gores in my main deck. I guess sometimes in Diva Hero, you do have a lot of times you have back row, especially Future Fusion, stuff like that. Still a lot of packs. This is actually, I thought this would be a quicker one. I don't know if it's actually going to be quicker. It might actually just be the same speed as the other ones. I was taking kind of a long time at the beginning. I wasn't speeding through them like this. I was kind of just looking at them a bit more. I can't believe we got the Starlight. That's insane. That was early. A lot of times I'll make a post about like pulling something and people are like, ha ha. surprised he got it, and he opened like a bunch of packs, and it's like with these Starlight ratios and QCR ratios, people don't realize it actually is still lucky. Like even though I opened like 2 cases to get it or whatever it was, like not in this case, but like let's say it was 2 cases. This time we got it even earlier, but the average is 8 cases, so getting it in 2 is insane. Like it's way early, which it's still a lot of packs, and it sounds crazy, but that's just current ratio. So that kind of goes back to the ratio talk I was talking about earlier. Like should it be this hard to get certain pulls? And to me, it's like, as long as it's not a Starlight exclusive, QCR exclusive, it's fine to have like high pull rates. Now, is it the best thing? I don't know. I was thinking about that. It might be okay to bring them down a little bit, which they kind of did by getting rid of the old Starlight ratio, because that was just horrible. Like 1 in 25 boxes for 1 Starlight. It was not good. That was not the way. I will fully admit that. Magical Android, though it did make those Starlights really rare, and they were a really great collector piece until, of course, oh, Gem Knight. That is nice. Gem Knight Neperim? I'd say that's the least interesting to me, but that might actually be a new card. I don't think I've ever seen that card, so maybe that's a good new card. It's Gem Knight, so it's probably not great, but the other 2, we got some pretty insane ones, so I can't really complain about that one. 3 Starlights is good too, so we can now hope for a 4th one, but we also don't have to worry about not getting a 3rd one, which does happen sometimes with the QCR sets. Though this is not a QCR set. It is very similar in terms of pull ratios and stuff. And the big hits being Starlights instead of QCR. Only 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon, and we've gotten so many of the chibis. We haven't gotten a chibi in a while, actually. We've been, got 2 Starlights since we got a chibi, is that right? Well, one of them, technically one of the Starlights was a chibi, but I mean secret rare chibis. Chibi. There's Dark Paladin number 2. Good. Okay, so we're not going to get like none of those. That's nice. Really starting to cut down on the packs now. Gonna potentially be done with this soon-ish. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. There's Neos number 2 or 3. I'm not 100% sure on that. Can we end it with another Blue Eyes, another Paladin? There's no Dark Magician. I always want to say Dark Magician. There is part of a Dark Magician. His name is Dark Paladin. Can we fuse the Gem Knights themselves? Can we fuse the chibi cards into a Gem Knight chibi? I don't know. Gem Knight is actually... I got beef with Gem Knight. Because they... it's still one of the cards I need from Stampede. QCR, Gem Knight Constellar Diamond, I believe is the name. So I got beef with Gem Knights. I got beef with Xyz Universe. I got beef with Tornado Dragon. I got beef with Evil Swarm Ophion. I got beef with the Winged Dragon of Raw. I got beef with all of them. None of those cards have been pulled QCR in Stampede. Starlight Stampede, whatever you know what I'm saying. Starlight Stampede will be next, probably. Or Starlight, we were trying to look up, I was trying to look up Asimo, the next name for the Starlight Rarity Collection. And we were trying to do something like, it's going to be Starlight... Not Stampede, but we were trying to look up something similar to Bonanza and Stampede. And some of them were hilarious because they were like, they were basically saying like it was a mistake to have done it. Some of the words that were similar, I can't remember what they were. Starlight, oh man, what was it? Now I can't remember. I wish I had written those down. It was so funny. But that's probably what it's gonna be. Starlight Standalone, Starlight Stairway to Destined Duel, Starlight Starter, Starlight, I don't know. I can't think of any good ones. Starlight Insanity. It'll be something lame like that. Insanity would be like way too... That would be like a YouTuber making a name, you know? Like if I named like a video after the said, like... Yeah, Insanity. Oh, Blue Eyes White Dragon. There we go. Number 3 of those. 2 of the chibi secrets, and then 1 of the Starlight Rare, which was awesome. All right, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because guess what? Have you guessed yet? Almost at 300K. Once we get there, we're gonna do some 300K celebration, some epic videos that hopefully you will love, some old school stuff that you're gonna enjoy. It's gonna be awesome. And we are less than 15K away. It's somewhere around like 13 maybe, somewhere around there. We got a lot coming up. Oh, there's another Dark Paladin. Very nice. So another chibi. I'm going to count up the chibis at the end and to get a total number of how many we got. I'm guessing like 36. Like something like that. I'm going to try to consolidate these a little bit and we can look at the last of the pack. So we maybe at one more box, something like that. Been a pretty good case opening, I would say. Getting the blue eyes, getting a bunch of chibis. I don't even know what's considered like the best reprint. I'm guessing the Primite stuff will be really good. We got some of that. I don't know if there's like a big hit in here. I never like really looked because I don't know. It just didn't. That's not really what I cared about in this set, was like the big money card. But when you don't look up the money card, a lot of times people will yell at you when you get it. It's usually when I do Pokemon openings. I pull like some trainer. It's worth 80 bucks. People are not happy about that. But this time, I did not pull a trainer when I did Pokemon Destined Rivals. We had actually a pretty big pull in our second video, the Versus Bonanza or Stampede video. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, it was insane. It was a very good pull. The first video, sadly, like where more people actually watched, it was kind of bad pulls. Like we got some cool stuff, but it wasn't really great pulls. The next video, nobody watched, and then we got some amazing stuff, which was, it's funny how that works. Alba System Dogmatic Calamity is kind of an awesome card, I will say. Noah Punk Foxy Tune. I remember when those like brand new, like those cards are really good. I think that was a Grand Creators card, I believe. A lot of really great cards in Grand Creators. So many packs, so little time. This is gonna end up being like an hour-long video. Honest, my least favorite of the chibis. I'll say it again. Wait, what was that? Was that a Machina? Motor Kaiser. I thought that was Machina, the big one, like the 4600 for a second as like a chibi. Grishula. Still several / a few packs, depending on how you wanted to find those words. Usually a few only means 3 to 4, and several means like, I don't know. If you're from Survivor, you think it means 7, but everyone else means, you know, 5, 6, 7, something like that. You want to put a number on it. Okay, Punk. Another Magical Android. Can't go wrong with that. Little old school Edison reprint. New school as well. It just depends on what you want to play. Man, that's so annoying that I have to think about that every time I say Edison reprint now. And I don't know. I don't know how it's going to pan out. It's all just up in the air about if people are going to be into the new format. So far, it's looking like no for the most part, but I think some people actually are excited about it. So there is possibly some people going to play it. I don't know. Quite confusing, I will say. What is that? World Legacy World Crown. Yeah, that's right. That's a pretty old card, I think. I don't remember it being used, so maybe wasn't really around when World Legacy was played, so that was like a 2017 release, maybe something like that. Kind of around when they first announced Links was World Legacy stuff, I think. The original. Could be wrong about that. That's kind of my dead era where I wasn't really, one, I wasn't interested in, two, they didn't really make anything collector-wise back then. It was just a bunch of secrets, and that was it. It was like secret rares are all you could get. 8 secrets in a set. It was really boring. Galaxy Eyes Photon. Finally got another one of those. Down to only 3, 6, 7, 8 packs remaining. A third of a box out of 200. And how many packs are in it? 288, yeah. So 280 packs, 281 now have been opened. Been a pretty good opening, I will say. I'm guessing we won't get a 4th Starlight, but if we do, this is going to be a really good case. If we do, it's going to be a really good case. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be opening more of this live. So if you want to be here for the live stream, make sure you subscribe. Turn on notifications. I'm going to be starting like 10 a.m., something like that, early-ish. 10 a.m. Central, so 11 for you Easterners, 9 for the Mountaineers, and 8 for the Pacificers. So really, really early if you're over in the Pacific West Coast time zones. But we'll be going for a while, so it's not like you have to necessarily be here at the beginning. It would be great if you were, but you don't have to. Last pack magic. If you guys have enjoyed this case opening, make sure you subscribe. If you like these case openings, I have a bunch of them for all the new sets and a few other things as well. Go check those out. Subscribe to the channel. Check out Ruxin34.com if you want to support the channel. And of course, don't miss the live stream tomorrow. It's going to be great. Let's see if we can end with a chibi. Not that time. Okay, let me count the chibis. I'm going to give you a total number. We got 29 chibis, so that's almost, what is that, 2.5 per box on average? Basically 30 would have been 2.5, so we're almost at 2.5 a box on average. So you're going to get, I think I got 1 in a box yesterday, or maybe it was 2. So 1 to 4 or 5, I don't know. So there's a lot of chibis going to be in your box. If you like chibis, you have a good chance in one box to get a couple of them. Thank you guys for watching the video, and check out some videos as the outro rolls. Shout out to American Deutscher, Brandon Cheney, Adams, Ghost King TCG, Ronald Apple. Oh, and Archlord Christia First Edition! Ian Musa Jr. Barding, Robert F.
That is not possible! The first set of packs!
Changeling and Crypto Poppy Mike, thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys next time.
The Blue Eyes!
is White Dragon has been pulled. Let's go.